Hi there, welcome to this tutorial on calculating years and months between two dates and actually troubleshooting, because the formulas that we've been given by Excel do work on some occasions. You just have to be very careful what you use. So we've got to calculate the date between the years and months between two dates. You might have to use this for actuarial calculations, or maybe just to see how many days there are left to Christmas. So we've got a simple formula which calculates the year. So it's year and your date, your later date, less your year and your earlier date. There we go. So year B2 less year, so A2 gives me 8 years. If we drag that down, there we go. What it does is it calculates 2014 less 2006, which is 8 or 7 or 6 or whatever it is. For our month calculation, we have month, your later date, less month, your earlier date. Gives you 8 years and 2 months. Looks good. 15/1 2006 to 15/3 2014. 8 years and 2 months. Looks good. However, if you drag down that one, it gives you minus 9 months. So what we've got is we've got 2011 to 2014. Looks good on the surface. However, 27 to 3 is 3 months. So it should be 2 years and 3 months. But they've given us 3 years minus 9 months. Let's have a look at another calculation which might help. It's a calculation that unfortunately also uses number of months. But it does give us a closer indication as to what the correct time frame is between the 2 years. So we're using brackets. So you've got your year B8 and your year A8, and then you've got them in brackets, and you're going to times that by 12, because we're going to come out with a calculation showing the number of months rather than the number of years and months. So we've got plus month. You just have to separate it, because otherwise the calculation would just carry on after the brackets. So you have to open a bracket for year and open a bracket for month. So we've got month B8 less month A8, and then close bracket, and it will give you 27 months, which is what we calculated here. 3 minus 9 months, 3 years, which is 36, minus 9 is 27. Let's move that across for you over here. So that is months, 27 months. So if we were to want to convert that, there's another very nice formula or acronym used, which is int, which is an integer. So it calculates a number to the closest 0, well, it rounds down to 0. So you'll have 0 decimal places. So if you have integer equals integer, and your E8, yes, divided by 12 gives you 2 full years. So rather than your 3 years, it'll give you 2 years. So that's fine. Then you can just do your E8 less your C9 times 12. So it's doing your 27 months less your 24 months. There we go. So we've got 3 months. Okay. Right. So that would calculate that correctly. You have another calculation if you want, if you're interested in the number of days between two dates. So you get days 360, then A8, your first date, B8, your second date, and then false. Gives you 798 days between them. Excel has also given us another formula, dated if. So your dated if is just the calculation, very simple calculation between two dates. Well, perhaps it's not too simple, but anyway, you have your A8, your B8, and then it asks you for an open quotation marks and years. So Excel will calculate between two dates in years, and then an ampersand. So now we don't want to just say 2, 3, and however many days it is. We want to say 2 years and 3 months and however many days it is. So we've got an ampersand where you can annotate your field. So I'll put an open quotation mark and then years, or I can put comma years, and then I can use my ampersand, dated if, then your A8 as usual, and your B8, and this time we're going to be using years and months. So it's a slightly better calculation from Excel, which will give us a better looking amount. And then let's just use that, and then dated if again, A8, B8, and then this time it'll be months and days. It'll calculate between months and days, and then ampersand, open quotation marks, and days. I've got a slightly wrong calculation here. Let's see where it is. Month dated if. So I've got A8, B8, years, then years, and dated if, A8, B8, years and months, and month. Suppose I should put months there, and dated if, A8, B8, months and days, and that F8 should not be there. I don't know why it crept in there. We've left out an ampersand. There we go. So it calculates 2 years, 2 months, and 16 days. There we go. And that is how to calculate years and months between two dates.